What's going on, guys? This is the only and last bullet journal from Moleskine review video you will ever need to watch. By the way, watch till the end of this video for something absolutely underwhelming. So here it is, the tried and true. I have been using this exact make and model of bullet journal from Moleskine since 2016, 2017, I think, to do all my bullet journaling and regular journaling as well. I love the dotted version, even if I'm just regular journaling. I love the dotted instead of the lines. I just like the way it looks and feels when you're using it. So I've tried various other journals, but I keep coming back to this one for some reason, and I think I have a list of things that will sort of explain why. So let's get right into it. So first off, it's the minimal design. It's clean, simple, it's sturdy. Throw it in a bag. If you want to look, it's kind of bendable like that. Not really though, hard. You do have this sort of pleathery feel to it. I've tried other journals and they either have cloth or an actual leather bound. I think this is pleather. It's not the best feeling thing, but I don't really have a preference when it comes to what the journal's made out of, as long as it's durable and doesn't rip very easily. So I have also used the soft cover versions of this, and those are fine as well. I just kind of like having that sturdiness, so you can hold it like, I don't know. Along with the minimal design, there's also minimal branding. It's right here on the back, just at the bottom. It says Moleskine, very minimal, which is fine. I think it's nice. It's just kind of unassuming. No one's gonna see this and be like, whoa, look at that flashy journal. I'm sure it has some amazing secrets in it or whatever. So love the minimal design. I love when there's not branding all over everything. So love that as well. As far as the packaging goes, it comes in that sort of plasticky cellophane, I don't know what it's called, but and then it has that little bar of paper that just kind of tells you when you're purchasing it what it is, if it's lined or not. So very minimal packaging as well. So I also love the dimensions of the Moleskine bullet journal as well. It's 5 inches by 8.25 inches. I've tried various other sizes. In fact, here are some other journals as well that I've tried. This is the Baron Fig, which is just, the ratio is a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller, about the same width, a little bit wider, but this is cloth. Just not a huge fan of this, and also the squares are much bigger. So it's almost like less writing space. Finisher's journal is, I love Finisher's journal. It's not technically just a clean bullet journal, but I'm sure I'll be making a video about this in the future. Kind of similar, has more of a rough texture to it. And this is one that Rustico sent me a while back, and it's just, if I remember correctly, yeah, just aligned as well. And this is more fabric-y cloth as well. Yeah, I think the ratio is what I like it to be. There's a lot of blocks as well. So it's 24 blocks wide by 40 blocks down. There's 240 pages. They're not numbered. I have numbered these myself. So it's just a very simple, minimal. You've got your please return to in case you lose it, and then you jump right into the clean pages, so it's nice. A big one people always ask is page thickness, and as you can kind of see, there is a good amount of bleed through. It's nothing where like you can't read what you've written on the other side that it's bleeding through on. I know that bothers a lot of people. This right here type of pen is like a really thin Sharpie ballpoint pen, and then what I've been using and what I really prefer is the felt tip pen. It's the Tri Plus fine liner pen, and it doesn't bleed through as much either, unless you're coloring in like big black spaces like that. But I do like this, and I think the pages are thin enough to keep the notebook thin, but also thick enough where it's not a lot of bleed through. There is a single bookmark. I don't usually need bookmarks because I usually am pretty linear with my journals. I never need to flip back to things, but each week I've been doing my sleep tracking and strain and rest and recovery, and then my work week 10 block, so it is nice to flip to that. So at the beginning of each week I put the bookmark there, and then whatever page I'm on for the week, so let's say it was Thursday yesterday, I'll actually take the band, which I haven't even shown you this yet. So the journal does come with a band to keep it closed, but I'll actually move the band to the page I'm on, and then that way to flip to the page I'm on, it's really like it just kind of falls open that way. I mean, if you think about it. So that's really nice. That's how I use the band. Normally I think people would use it just like that, just to keep the journal from opening up when you're messing with it, but I like keeping this on the current page that I'm at. So right when I pull it out of my bag I can open, because like right now I have to kind of find it. So keeping that there is really nice. That's what I use that for. Like I said, I don't need a lot of bookmarks. So there's one there. perfect for me. The journal does have a back pocket. I have never found a use for these. I just feel like if you put anything in there, it would bulk it out. A little bit about Moleskine here, pamphlet or whatever in all the different languages. It's nice if you do use them. They're there if you need it, but as far as I'm concerned, they could take that part out. So it is got quite a bit of space, and they have these so that you can have a little bit more space, but then you're chunking up your journal, whatever. I don't use them, but it's nice to know. Another thing that I love about the Moleskine bullet journal is, at least in America, you can find these all over the place. They're in Target, sometimes Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, if that's still a thing. Of course, on Amazon, if you do want to pick it up, link below. They're everywhere, which is nice. So you're not looking to try and pick one up. Price, it varies. On Amazon is where I usually buy them, and it's usually around 17, 18-ish dollars. I remember when I first started buying these, I think they were around like $24. I could be wrong about that, but I think they were. They used to be way more expensive. It's nice that they're a little bit cheaper now, and especially if you're using this for a whole quarter or even a whole year. Smell. Nothing to write home about. It's not like a nice smell that you would remember forever, like some books, and you crack them open, you're like, oh my gosh. In fact, it's very minimal, if anything. The cover doesn't smell like leather. And then the taste test. So, tastes like paper. You're welcome for licking a notebook. So, if you've made it this far, thank you. And I did promise a very underwhelming fact, and that is that Moleskine is actually an Italian brand, or at least it's made in Italy, and it's actually pronounced Moleskine. Can't get more Italian than that. At least that's what the internet tells me. So there's your fact. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends, and comment down below if you enjoyed this. If you have any other questions maybe I didn't answer as far as like wear and tear or things, you can kind of see, this one, there's a little bit of a crease that's been forming, but anything like that, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them for you, and hopefully this is all you need to decide whether you want to buy one of these or not. Watch this video here. I think you're gonna love it, and I will see you next time.